We have some breaking news coming in. Social activist Narendra Dabholkar's killers have been caught on camera. This footage was captured minutes before these men killed Narendra Dabholkar. There on your screens, you see the footage. That's the area where he was shot dead. This is the footage that we have with us. It's extremely crucial, the evidence that will help in nabbing down the gang that was behind Narendra Dabholkar's murder. Our correspondent Kamlesh Sutar now joins us on the phone line. Kamlesh, coming to you, extremely crucial evidence in the Narendra Dabholkar case.
Certainly, if we look at this is going to be a crucial lead to find exactly who the killers are and who is responding for last so many days. Looking at the footage, it is very clear that it was a pre-planned murder. They were doing a recce of the entire area. This CCTV footage is taken from a building CCTV camera where you can see an hour before the murder, the bikers are seen doing recce of the entire area. Around this footage is of around 6 o'clock in the morning. So the way the killers are roaming around in the area and are taking stock of the situation, it was very clear. They knew that Dabholkar is going to going to pass through this area at that point of time. The incident happened at around 7 o'clock. So much before Dabholkar arrived on the spot of the crime, the two assailants are seen taking rounds of the place. Initial footage before the crime took place, they are roaming around the area at a speed of less than 10 kilometers per hour. But after the incident, when after Dabholkar was murdered, they are seen zooming past in the footage in the same CCTV camera. So very clear, they were present before the crime. They knew that Dabholkar is going to come at this area. So very clinching evidence this, and this is going to prove important leads. Also, one of the important things that police have got through this CCTV footage is the number of the bike, and that is going to be another clinching evidence to nab the killers of Dabholkar.
Alright, so they have the number of the bike. Kamlesh, to stay with me. Let me just recap what is on air for our viewers. What you see on your screens right now are CCTV visuals of just before the crime that was committed in Pune when Dabholkar was shot down. What you see is two men on a bike. They're repeatedly taking a round of that area where Dabholkar was shot down. Not once, not twice. They're seen wrecking the area over and over again. And moments later, it was on that spot that Narendra Dabholkar was shot down. Kamlesh is still with us. Kamlesh, any leads really? It's not just the CCTV footage that the police is relying on. We also do know that there are 13 gang leaders that are being questioned by the Pune police at this point.
Well, yes, police right after the murder, given the outrage that was taking place after Dabholkar's murder, since it was a very high-profile murder, police had formed several teams, and the teams were dispatched to different areas based on the basic information they had. On the day of the crime itself, the commissioner and the Home Minister had said that they have certain evidences which would not be appropriate to disclose at that point of time. Based on that, they had certain teams and dispatched them in different areas. But now this CCTV footage, with they had also prepared sketches on the same day, and now the CCTV footage would be corroborated with the kind of evidences they have collected so far. This is going to be one important step so as to nab the assailants.
Also, what is Dabholkar's family saying at this point? Are they alleging that it's an extreme right-wing organization that is involved? Or are they also alleging that a gang member could be involved in this crime?
Well, the family hasn't come out on record to say anything at this point of time, but Dabholkar's family was more of his organization, the crusade he was leading. The entire anti-superstition movement, they have been demanding action against killers. They have been saying that there were threats to Dabholkar's life from right-wing organizations, though any possibility is not being ruled out by police at this point of time, but their primary suspicion is towards organizations that were threatening Dabholkar all through the time. But all the possibilities are open, and police are leading their investigations in that direction.
Kamlesh, do stay with me. I believe you also have Mr. YP Singh, former IPS officer, on the phone line with us. Mr. Singh, thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today. We have accessed exclusive footage which is there on our screens as I speak of two people on a bike who are repeatedly taking rounds of the area, and this is CCTV footage that has been captured, and we've got access to it, that shows two men on a bike who are repeatedly wrecking the area before Dabholkar was shot dead. How will this really buffer the case, boost the police's case as we speak? Because we also do know that the number of this bike is in the records with the police.
I think this is a very critical evidence both for detection of the case, nabbing the culprits, as well as for the trial of the case. CCTV footages are very, very critical in nature, even though the face may not be very clearly distinguishable, but there are other distinguishing characteristics such as clothes, cap, color, nature of the motorcycle, something protruding, and that can be linked to other CCTV cameras, or perhaps it can be linked to the accused also later because of certain unique features. So this CCTV camera has got comprehensive ramifications, which is going to be of an enormous aid to the investigating agencies.
All right, Mr. Singh, thank you so much for speaking with us. Coming back to you, Kamlesh, my next question to you is, what about the whole, the murder that took place on the road? Has that been recorded by the CCTV footage? Is the police in possession of that tape? Because that's as crucial as the one that we're showing on air right now.
Certainly, it's not only about CCTV footage that police are looking into. They're also gathering certain forensic evidences. So they want clinching evidences to form a watertight case so that the people behind the attack should not go scot-free. It's not only they have collected certain forensic evidences from the spot as well, and the CCTV footage, as we've been saying, could be very crucial. It will be corroborated, of course, with other evidences that police have, with the forensic evidences, with eyewitness accounts, and other things that are important in the course of investigation. But as we've been saying, this is an important evidence as far as the entire case is concerned. This would corroborate the fact that it was a pre-planned attack, it was a premeditated attack. The assailants were taking rounds of the place. They did a recce of the place. They knew that Dabholkar is going to come at that particular spot. So it clearly goes on to prove the fact that it was a premeditated murder. And like one theory that was doing rounds on the day of, it could be a case of mistaken identity. This footage would certainly prove that it's not a case of mistaken identity. It was a premeditated attack.
Yes, absolutely.
Dabholkar was the only target.
All right, Kamlesh, do stay with me. We also have our correspondent Pankaj Khelkar joining us on the phone line. Pankaj, coming to you. This is damning evidence, like even YP Singh pointed out. Well, we might not be able to identify the faces through the CCTV footage, but this will be a huge lead in the Dabholkar murder case.
Yeah, right. The CCTV footage, as the police had also claimed that whatever the witness had told them, it matches with the visuals what are seen in the CCTV footage at the Omkareshwar temple on the bridge itself. This is the two youths who were spotted, who are seen in the CCTV footage, were there for around half an hour in the morning at 6:45. And after that, after the incident, when they shot Dr. Dabholkar, they are seen like hurrying up, taking the motorcycle and going towards Shaniwarwada. So this footage will be very useful for the investigating team over here in Pune. Also, the crime branch, what they have said is that like the shooters, they might have got the ammunition. Like talking about the ammunition, it is that's what they are saying, and they must have procured the ammunition from the other state. That's what the investigating team are.
All right.
So this is one of the important thing that we have got.
All right, Pankaj and Kamlesh, thank you so much for joining us on that breaking story. Well, this will be a huge boost for the Pune police and the case of Dabholkar. We have footage on air right now that we're showing you exclusive with headlines today of that pre-planned murder of Dr. Dabholkar. Well, you do see those two men on a motorbike. They're repeatedly taking rounds of the area. This is just moments before the anti-superstition activist was shot dead by them.